how's it going? So we are back in Brindleton Bay and we are building on a 20 by 20 lot. It's called Bedlington Boathouse, I believe. And this house was very much inspired by the cute little retro slash West Coast contemporary home that's in the Adam Project. That's like Ryan Reynolds' new movie, and it's with like Zoe Saldana, Jennifer Garner, Mark Ruffalo, and they have such a cute little house in there. It's like in the woods, and it's super cozy. And when I saw it, I immediately wanted to build it. I just watched it last week. It's been out for a while, I think, but I just watched it last week, and I was like, it's so cute. I have to build it in The Sims, so that's what we're doing today. And I do take some creative liberties with it. It's not exactly, and also they don't film in all of the rooms, so yeah. And then also, plus, The Sims 4 has really weird proportions, so there's also that. But yeah, I had a good time building this house. It was really fun doing like figuring out the roof and figuring out how like everything looked on the outside, like the way it matches with the film, and like also how they do the inside. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean, like just trying to figure out how to make it look like the way it did in the film. Yeah, so I did this build a couple of days ago, and then the Sims Delivery Express came out, like the latest one, the one with the um, chaise magnifique and the table magnifique, and then also the moodlet lamp. And so I actually, after I finished filming this, after I finished editing this, I went back in and I added the chaise magnifique and the moodlet lamp back in there, and I do take a screenshot of like the new bits, and then I put it in at the end. So if you want to see what it actually looks like with the new stuff, yes, check out the screenshots at the end. That's where you'll find it. Um, yeah. In the last episode, no, I'm not a TV show. In the last video that I did, I talked about a new upload schedule because I'm back at work and my work schedule is not very consistent. So I'm just trying to figure out a more flexible uploading schedule so I can like accommodate for all the changes and still have a little bit of consistency and structure in my life. Not only for you guys, but my doctor highly recommends it for me. She's like, you need, you need more structure. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm slowly figuring it out. So right now the plan is to upload every Tuesday and Saturdays. I'll do like a tiny house build on the Tuesday just so I have more time editing because it takes less time to do and they're also super fun. So I really, really enjoy those. And then on the Saturday, it'll be a slightly bigger build. So that's what I'm going for right now. This will definitely change as I, figure out what works for me and what works for you guys. Yeah. Also, speaking of things that just came out, the new kits came out, I think maybe yesterday, or, well, it's today for me because I'm filming now, but you will be watching tomorrow or a few days later or years later. Hi there from 2040. What was I talking about? Oh yes, the new kits. So yeah, I just saw that they were up in the website. They're up in game where you can buy them. And oh my god, I'm not gonna buy them, or at least I'm not gonna buy them yet. At least the build one. I'm not such a big fan of cast kits. I'm not a big fan of kits in general, but especially not caskets. Caskets. Those are a casket is also a a basket. No, a coffin. Yeah. Um, is that like is a casket a small coffin, or is it like a not fully built out coffin, or like a really like not a fancy coffin? Is that what a casket is, or is casket just another word for coffin? Casket. Okay, no, I was talking about something. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna, definitely not getting the Cass kit. Even though the clothes are super cute, I just am not invested in that part of The Sims enough to spend $7, 7 Canadian dollars. But the build kit, on the other hand, oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm not buying it now. I'm not sure I will buy it in the future, but I am tempted. It is so cute. Like, I know I was excited about the movie theater, but I'm really excited about what looks like a swing. It's like, oh, it's got this cute little frame that goes over it, and I could like build it into so many gardens. And I love building gardens. So that was like, I don't know, should I buy it just for the swings? Is the swing alone worth 7 Canadian dollars? I don't know. No, it's definitely not. I know that for sure. But oh, it's so cute. And then the other things also make it really cute, like the pillows and stuff. It's just so cozy, and I love cozy builds. I love cozy things. So that's actually it's like right up my alley, but I cannot buy it. I have enough kits. They are not worth the money. I don't even get paid by YouTube. I don't get paid by The Sims at all. Like I cannot afford it. I can't do this to myself. I'm not even a full-time employee at where I work. I cannot do this. Somebody stop me, please. Please, I'm begging you. If if I buy the kits, feel free to unsubscribe. The 6 of you who are subscribed right now, just someone hold me accountable. I cannot buy this kit. Absolutely not. But um, all the other packs are on sale right now too, and some of them are like 55% off, 35% off, and I'm like, oh, don't look at it. You are going to buy so much stuff that you cannot afford. Um, don't do it. But also, ooh, so cute. I love a good sale. Yeah, that's something my mom instilled in. It's not a healthy habit at all, but whenever there's a sale, you buy it even though you don't want. Do not do that. It is not good advice. But it's just a habit that I picked up from my mom because she loves a good bargain. So yeah, our house is filled with a bunch of stuff that she bought on sale that we don't need or sometimes even like, but it was on sale, so she had to. It was almost like she was no, she wasn't forced to, but you know what I mean. Like sometimes she can't pass off a good sale. So yeah, it's so funny because she's not saving money and she thinks she's saving money, but she's not. She's just straight up spending money. Yeah, that's sales are sales are funny that way. You think you're saving money, but you're not. Unless you absolutely need to get it. Like if you need a rice cooker and like you were gonna get one either way, if it's on sale, then yeah, sure, you save money. But if it's like something that you didn't need um, ever, then yeah, you're not saving money. Um, so yeah. Also, I probably should just talk about this build a little bit more. So in the movie, the house is like pretty cluttered and um, there's like clothes and stuff like sort of strewn across the living room and like the kitchen and all that. And there's a lot of clutter, and so I do try to clutter it up a little bit, like with plants, and like with the hamper on the stairs. That's actually in the movie. Um, I think it's kind of I get this isn't a spoiler. If this is a spoiler, if you are really stingy about spoilers, just cover your ears a little bit, put me on mute. Just focus on the build. Um, if this is a spoiler, I'm so sorry, but the dad dies, Mark Ruffalo, and so I think like the clutterness of the house kind of just like shows how the mom is like really trying hard to be like a single parent and trying to keep it together, um, and is doing her best. But this is like a real house with real people who live in it, and they're not perfect all the time. It's not like perfectly clean, especially this family's still in mourning, and they're just figuring it out. And so it's like normal, absolutely normal, to have like a messy house and stuff. So I think that's what they were kind of going with the set or the design in the movie. Like it's supposed to speak about like how the family's still in mourning and just figuring things out. But I mean, like, even, on a normal day, like a regular schmegular day with any other family, like having a messy house is totally fine. It's totally normal. But I think in this particular movie or this like storytelling, I think it's supposed to like speak about that a little bit. But yeah, totally normal. Having a messy house doesn't mean you don't have stuff together at all. No, absolutely not. But yeah, so I wanted to like clutter it up a little bit as best as I can. And off camera, I do add more clutter. Like when I went to go back in to add the SDX stuff, I decided to clutter it up even more. So it looks a little bit different, but I think it's like more close to like what the movie wanted, or the movie, yeah, what they were going for. And they don't show the bedrooms. I read an interview where they did actually build out all the bedrooms, like the entire house, even though they don't show the entire house because they just wanted like the proportions right and all that. They do show the parents' bedroom a little bit, and I didn't make it look like that. Like the way they had it in the movie, just because like the clip was so short, it was so fast, it was one clip. But what they did show was like a built-in closet, and I was going to do a built-in closet, but the only way I could do that, since I didn't have like the actual built-in closet item, was to just put like really long cabinets all up the wall. And I thought that was kind of boring. I didn't really want to do that. So I switched it up. I, took some creative liberties. I put in like a table and stuff, as you can see that I'm doing here. That's not what it looked like in the movie, but I just wanted to have a little bit more fun and not make it so boring. um, and also, there are a lot of plants in this house, and I do put like some planting stations around the house. And that's not really a big part of the movie, but it's a big part of the set. Like the house is set in the woods. They actually built the trees, like really, really big trees surrounding the house, because they kind of wanted to show like this house has been here for like a little while. So there are like really big trees around it, and it's just like really cozy, and that kind of vibe. But then they also have a lot of plants inside the house. Like the living room has a lot of plants. The stairs between like the kitchen and TV area, and then like the library fireplace area, those stairs, there's a plant on like almost each step, just on the side there. So I actually did put plants there, and just felt like, even though it's not part of the story, it's kind of nice having more plants. So I kind of went with that in the bedroom as well. I just put up a shelf, cluttered it up with a bunch of plants, as you can see right now. And I didn't really like the lighting situation. Like it wasn't very bright where the plants were, so I needed to put some of those little boxy lights there. I think they look kind of good. They're kind of cute. I never use those lights, so I thought they kind of worked there. And of course, I did the little plant curtain. I don't really know why that's in the curtain catalog and not like, I don't know, the wall art, the wall decoration category, because it's not really a curtain. Like you can't have privacy with like a couple of branches and leaves. Um, that's not that's not how it works. But yeah, no, I just put that in there above the mirror to make it a little bit more planty, you know. And in case you didn't know, the Atom Project is about time traveling. Yes, and like there's like spaceships and stuff. It's like in the first 5 minutes. That's not a spoilie. But anyways, the kids' bedroom, I kind of wanted to like reflect the premise of the movie a little bit more. So I do like um, some like that huge art piece above the bed that's like of a UFO, and then I'll put some like robots and science projects around here to sort of like reflect how the characters like really into video games and like science, yeah, science, and like developing tech and like all that stuff. And also a big part of the movie was like baseball. Also not a spoilie because also in the first 5 minutes you see the kid throwing a ball. But I just put some like of that clutter, like the sports clutter underneath the table to sort of like allude to that. And yeah, here I'm putting in little robots. I feel like the kid worked on like some science projects and stuff. So yeah, and then I also put the little science lab table there. So yeah, perfect on theme. Excellent. Also, I noticed there's a very obvious. It's not a harsh blue tint, but it's a very obvious blue tint on the whole movie. I know a lot of like superhero movies have like also that blue tint. Um, I say a lot of superhero movies have that blue tint, but like the most iconic blue tint is actually over the first Twilight, though. Iconic, I know. That's just what it made me think of. But yeah, there's like a really obvious like blue tint, so I kind of wanted to bring that back. It's kind of hard to do it in game unless there's like a reshade that does that. I don't know. But yeah, so I did like the kids' room is like blue to sort of harp on that. Yeah. Also, there are a lot of doors in this house. Uh, in the movie, it's not as many doors. It's still quite a bit. In the movie, I think they have like 4 doors. It's like the front door, and then that like main door in the sunken mudroom area, and then the one by the kitchen, and then one by the TV. I added the 3 extra doors because when I was watching the movie, just like in my head, I had just assumed that those were doors and that like you could open them in the summertime, just like open up the whole kitchen and dining room and like living room to the outdoors, and it's like a very, indoor outdoor living situation. But I went back and it is not. They are windows. But then I realized I like them as doors. I could have just switched it out. You could do that if you like, but I really like them as doors. I think that's kind of cool to just have easy access. And then like maybe in the summer they use those like big doors because it's like warmer, and then in the winter they keep those doors shut and just use the smaller doors on the side of the kitchen or like on the side of the TV room. Yeah. Oh, and yes, I did put the laundry room in the hallway. There wasn't really any other place, and I did want to have a laundry room here. And when I was recording, I forgot to put in a hamper, but I did put one after, so you can like use it. Oh, and I switched out the fireplace for some candles. I just thought it was cuter to have candles in there than the the fireplace because I did want it to be built-in, and unfortunately I don't have like the built-in, is there a built-in fireplace in The Sims? I don't know, but I don't have it. So I just put in some candles and they look pretty cute. You can see them in the screenshots, or you could also have seen them in the beginning of this video. There wasn't as much room in the backyard because like in the movie, there's a pretty big backyard because that's where the kid spends most of his time, like playing baseball and stuff if he's not playing video games. But I picked a really small lot, but I really like it because it's like covered in trees, and that was like kind of the vibe for the build, so I didn't really want to move it to another lot, you know what I mean? So I just kept it here, and then I just didn't put any fences, so it's like the whole backyard is open to the forest, which it kind of was in the movie, so it was accurate. All right, that's it for me. So just to recap, I added the laundry basket in the hallway, I replaced the fireplace with the candles, replaced the dining chairs with the chaise magnifique, I added the moodlet lamp to the kids' room, and see these additions at the end of the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can download this off the gallery under Build with Coffee. That's Build with Coffee, all lowercase, no spaces. All right, see you on Tiny Tuesday. Bye!